It's me, Zydurian. I'm gonna be completely honest. I was supposed to get a roleplay video uploaded today. However, I still don't like what I've done with it, so I gotta delay it again. So instead, I'm gonna pick at your brain and I will extract the tingles from it and I will put it in that video so it becomes infinitely better somehow. But how you doing? I hope you're doing okay. I forgot what else I was gonna say. But yeah. How about you make sure you lay back, relax, and just enjoy the silly proot that's in front of you again. Unless if this is your first time here, then hello. I'm a protogen. I like eating ram, and I like making people fall asleep. Like you. You, the humble viewer. And I appreciate you. So if you haven't already, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and see what the hype button does in the video description, because that's the thing. Although this video, maybe not this one, maybe the roleplay one that I'll upload soon. I would like to say that it'll come soon, but I have no idea if I'll actually have it ready or not. I'm gonna be completely honest. I overestimated how like difficult roleplay videos are for me, because I just think about them way too much, and the thoughts get in my brain. I try to grab them and then they just go poof. So I need to take your tingles and then just I need to put them in my brain. Just like take some tingles from over here and just go and some tingles from over here, just and then maybe some from up here, kind of just like, oh wait, yeah, I remember to lock the camera this time. I'm silly, sorry. There we go. Just grab your head. I did just call you a camera, I'm sorry, that might be a little bit rude, although you are a really great camera if you are a camera. Otherwise, then you are still a very nice floof. But let me just go. I need your tingles so I can make a fairly decent roleplay video. I'm gonna be completely honest. It feels like it's been a while since I've done like a proper roleplay, because like I've done like the roommate stuff and ferret being the Easter ferret, and while those technically are roleplays, it's kind of just more of a cozy kind of thing. Oh, Easter merit is not kind of a cozy thing, that's just more of a fun little happy thing to see. Because who wouldn't like to see the Easter merit? I'm kind of waiting for him next year. I don't know about you guys. Have you seen the Easter merit? I don't know how many of you guys know about merit, and the people that don't know about merit, that's kind of sad. I'm going to be completely honest. You're kind of missing out on such an adorable little creature. And he goes absolutely nuts when he gets fruit snacks, so make sure you give him a couple fruit snacks when you see him. Don't give him like a whole box of them, because well, I mean, you can't give him a box of fruit snacks, but like, don't expect him to move in any sort of coordinated fashion, because I don't know if you know this, but when ferrets get really, really excited, they just start flinging themselves everywhere and just going wah wee wee wah 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 wah. I've seen it happen. Well, Merritt kind of does the same thing, except he's very much larger than a normal ferret, so chaos will ensue. But anyways, if you wanted to know what those ferret moves are called, I believe it's called the Weasel War Dance. At least I think that's what I saw it say on Wikipedia. Or actually, no, it wasn't on Wikipedia. Where was it? It was on a blog post of some sort. I'm still trying to learn about ferrets, and as much as I kind of do my own little research on Merritt, he's not exactly a typical ferret. He does have some interesting quirks. But anyways, back to you. You. You right in front of me. You are good floof. I was gonna say something else, but then I forgot what I was gonna say. Don't mind me, I'm still kind of suffering from the RAM shortages. I'm really sorry. I can't think that well. So, instead of thinking, I'm just gonna do. Do you like how my fingers move? They're just like giant glowing, what could I call these? They're not like sausages, they're kind of like, they're just like the giant candy dots. I don't know how else to call them. They're just like giant gelatin gummy candy things that glow. They're not edible though. That does kind of seem like a crime. At the same time, why would you want to eat a protogen? I don't think that's very tasty or nutritious, really. Do you like it when I scratch the inside of your ear? I can do it again. Yeah, does that seem good? Because I can definitely tell you. That's scratching the itch very deep inside my brain. That one little itch deep inside of your brain. Just right there. That's where a few of your tingles are still kind of trapped inside. And then a little bit on this side as well. Yeah, right there. Trying to take out every single little tingle in your brain. For research purposes, obviously. Because I approve of science and research. And I never said I was a good researcher, though. I haven't really found anything groundbreaking with what I look into with your tingles. I just harvest tingles and then I disperse them back to you because it works. I haven't figured out why it works that way, but it kind of just does. So, you're welcome. It kind of works in the principle that you need sleep and I need something to do with my life. So that's where you get the benefit and I get to be this silly clown of a protogen. I think that's the best way to put it. My voice isn't deep enough for this kind of stuff. I shouldn't even be trying. I'm sorry. I thought I could get away with like a little grumbly type of noise, but my voice is not that blessed. I still kind of hate my voice, but Not as bad. Not as bad as when I started. Because I don't feel like messing around with my paws, I'm gonna just make noises with my mouth now. I'm pretty sure you guys would like it too. Although I still gotta wait a little bit before I can do mouth sounds because, or like wet mouth sounds, because YouTube is still watching, and they've been kinda nice recently, but I don't want to test them too much. I know Merritt's been trying to test them a little bit, but I think he's good. Ferret is kind of hard to get mad at. I would have to agree. I mean, who could get mad at a face like Merritt? I certainly can't. Unless if he broke something, that's a little bit different, but can't be mad at him forever. You know how I said, like, I take your tingles and then I redisperse them back to you? This is that moment. I kind of just, like, try to give them back to you one by one because I just think that's fun, and I think that's just a really nice way to give them back because they're like little they're like little pearls of tingles, like and they just pop, they just pop 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 pop. I just moved my camera. Man, I'm sorry. Hold on. If I can grab the right thing. There we go. That's close enough, I think. Let me move this back here. I swear I locked the camera, but I guess I was wrong. Anyways, they're just like little pearls and they just go pop, 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 pop. They just pop right back into your brain or whatever headspace you have up here, because I know not everyone has a brain. I would like to think I have a brain, but at the same time it is supplemented with a CPU, and if you were to try to take my visor off, which I entirely do not recommend, you will find nothing but a void behind this visor, and I wouldn't recommend that you linger around the void too long because you might fall in and not even I knows what's behind it. I'm not gonna let Merritt go into the void either because there's no feasible way that I can like fish him back out, and I love him too much to risk him like that. I really wouldn't want to risk anyone like that because, like, one, that's inside me. Like, I don't know what's up there. Neither would you. And as much as I don't really know what this space is, it's still my personal space. Don't touch it. So, don't try removing my visor. You don't even have the tools anyways. It's because I haven't even made the tools to take my own visor off yet, because why would I need to do that? I can just give myself more nanites, although at the same time this is a very interesting composite visor, but more lore later, not now. I'm just gonna give you back the rest of your tingles, and then I'll call it a night. I can talk about myself later. I don't wanna bore you. single last little tingle back in your brain. I still got a lot to go. Just imagine it's just raining tingles off my hand here. I could add in special effects and stuff like that, but I'm not that advanced. And I'm too lazy. And I'm not a wizard. I'm just a protogen. Let me test your vision real quick. Just make sure that you're still at least semi-conscious. You can actually see where the tingles are going, because I like to be a bit transparent about where the tingles are coming from and where they're going. So if you look at my paw here, and I just bring it up here, and then go this way. Okay. And back to the other way. Okay. Back in front of you. Now just wiggle around a little bit. Just woo, 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 woo. And then try with the other paw. So see this paw? Yep. We go this way. And then we go back the other way. And we go, whoa. Let me just brush your face with my very digital paws. Talk about a digital paw print. I got two. Well, technically my feet paws are also there, but you don't get to see my feet paws. No. Not for free. And even then, I'm still not going to give anyone my foot paws. There's nothing wrong about giving someone pictures of my foot paws. I just feel weird about that, because that is... There's just people that really would do not nice things with my paws, like drench them in ranch. Okay, I don't know who would do that, honestly. I mean, it could be worse. It could be hot sauce. That would probably burn. It would probably stink too, because of all of the acidity in hot sauce. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to giving you your tingles back. Oh, that backfired. That might have accidentally taken one of your tingles, one of your many tingles. I'm sorry. I will give that back later. Don't worry, I'm not smacking you. I'm giving you gentle pats of affection, because you deserve it. You deserve head pats. I definitely would like head pats, but there's not really anyone else around, and you need to go to sleep. So put your paws down. No. You need to relax. You go to sleep. I can get head pats anytime later than right now. Right now is for you. So pop, 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 pop. Just pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Sorry if that was a bit too much action. We're getting there. We're getting there. Still got quite a few tingles left to go. Is there anything else that I could do that could make this tingle transfer any more exciting? I don't know. I could just make a bunch of mouth sounds. But do not question how I'm making mouth sounds without my tongue. Science isn't ready for that yet. Another one. You know, despite not really moving around an actual maw or anything, doing mouth sounds is not exactly the easiest task in the world, if you were even surprised about that. I mean, one thing you could leave it up to is mimicry, because I am a partially digital being, but I like to be real as possible, and I serve my own mechanical methods at my own volition, and I do not divulge my secrets. Just think of this. Just think of this as like those car cleaning solutions that are quote-unquote waterless. Just think about it that way. You're getting your mouth sounds, but without having any wetness. You just get to hear all the wetness, but you don't have to feel the wetness. If you got that? It is merely the experience of the wet mouth sounds that is left behind. Left behind for you to enjoy. I'm taking the water. Not all of the water. I'm not a mobile data center. If you have any questions about data centers, I wouldn't be the one to ask, because I'm a protogen. I'm not a warehouse full of computers. In fact, I only have one computer. Actually, no, I have two. I'm not counting myself as a computer. I'm a little bit different. Giving your tingles back makes me really tired, and I don't know whether to appreciate that or be mildly peeved, because I don't want to just like accidentally fall asleep on top of you. I don't think that would be very comfortable having my giant visor just on top of you. As much as it's not heavy, it's kind of just like putting a bowling ball on you. It's not gonna like hurt you per se, but prolonged contact and pressure will bring about some discomfort. Digital ear eating has an interesting kind of thought process to it. Because you could just think about it normally and just go, oh, ASMR, but it also could mean I'm just eating digital versions of ears. Now, would that be considered cannibalism? I wouldn't know. But at the same time, would you be affected by a digital tongue through your screen? I didn't think so. Although it would be really cool though if like Hatsune Miku or Kasane Teto kind of just pops through your screen, that kind of stuff. That'd be pretty cool. Although I'm more of a fan of Teto. Little fun facts about Zydurian. Maybe I should do that one day. I should just sit here and give you a bunch of fun facts about me for like 20 minutes. Yeah, that'd be kind of boring. And also, depending on what mood I'm in that day, it could just entirely turn into a shit post, but I think some people would appreciate that. I just feel like I have a hard time thinking about what someone like you would like to experience, although at the same time looking around at all my friends, it's like, oh, people just want femboy or big father figure type thing, and I am neither of those things. I am a protogen, so not many people want just a simple protogen in front of them. Except you guys. You seem to apparently like protogens, so thank you, I guess. I guess for you guys that like protogens, I can give you a few extra tingles. I can spare the tingles. I mean, I'm never short, and I'm never in short supply of tingles. I'm always short supply in RAM, though. I don't know where I can find more RAM right now. I do have enough to hold me out for a little bit, but it's just a pain in the ass to buy more. But it's been like that for quite a while now. One day it'll get better, though. Just not soon enough. There's a mosquito in this room. I'm not a fan of it. I want it to burn. I want it to burn in hell, where all mosquitoes deserve to live. Because then they wouldn't be able to fly because it's way too fucking hot. Okay. I think this is now the time where I really try to make you fall asleep, so I'm gonna just put my paws around your head and kind of just... Okay, it doesn't look like my paws are around your head, but you get the memo. I'm gonna just start counting back from like 20, and you will just keep your eyes closed and just try to relax, okay? Does that sound like a good plan? I think that's a good plan. Okay, so just close your eyes